Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm in a totally different location. So I guess we're just gonna film the video right here. So I'm gonna talk to you about my ghosts. The ones that live in my house, the ones that I've always had since I've been born, and yeah, okay. So, my parents moved here in 2000, and of course, I was born in 2003, so, I didn't know anything about it until I hit about 4 or 5, and my parents would have to take, take the batteries out of, the toys I'd play with, or, the toys that my brothers would play with, because they'd make noise, and they would just, walk around at night, and my parents thought, it maybe, just let's take the batteries out, maybe it'll stop. No, they just kept going. So, all I remember is the toys and, what happened previously. I'm just gonna go in order. So, I really didn't go in order. But the first thing that happened was not the toys moving and stuff. It was, my parents came home, and the door was propped up with a boot. It wasn't, they locked the doors and everything, and they came home, and the door was propped open with a boot, and they didn't know, they thought someone broke in, because at first, maybe they thought that maybe, the actual owner, because, they didn't buy the house right away. They thought, the landlord was coming, to see if they're home, and then, to change the locks or whatever. But that wasn't the case. And then they walked inside, and all of the food that was in the cupboards, was completely out. And it was all over the place. It was on the floor. All the foods that were in the cabinets were on the floor and on the table. It was all over. And they thought someone broke in, but they're like, this is strange, someone is someone playing a prank on us, or is this, my parents didn't believe, there was such thing as ghosts until, all the other stuff happened. So then they had the landlord come in and change the locks. And then, the doll things and, the dolls and the toys thing, that happened second. And then, when I was younger, we had a babysitter because, of course, I was really young and my brothers were still really young too. And so we got a babysitter, and it was just our cousins. So they'd come over and take turns and watch us. And my cousin was cleaning in the kitchen, and everyone was sleeping on the couch. And she went to go clean my room. And mind you, I'm just going to tell you this, our house is only a 2-bedroom, but my parents made it, a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom, because they don't technically consider the basement as a bedroom or at all, because the windows aren't big enough for anyone to crawl out of if there's a fire, so they don't consider that as a room. But my brothers were living down here, and so everything was just normal that night. And then she went to go clean my room, and she saw my fingers slip underneath the door. She waited a couple minutes and went to go see if I was still laying on the couch. And I was still on the couch with all my siblings and with my friend, my friends that were getting babysat too. So, we were all still there. And then when she left, she didn't tell my parents this. And even to this day, if you ask her about the situation, she won't talk about it. She'll just say, I don't want to talk about it, don't want to talk about it, don't want to talk about it. And then, it stopped happening. And then my mom was babysitting, and this was before she got a job. So, actually, this was, the second thing that actually happened. I'm sorry, this is not going in order, but it's hard to remember when people tell you these stories and then you have to put in your own stories what happened to you. So my mom was babysitting when my brother Riley was like 3 and he's 19 now, so that was a long time ago. But they were babysitting, and my mom was babysitting, and then she saw this little boy walk into her bedroom, so she went to chase him, and when she got to the bedroom, the little boy disappeared. And she thought, like, she freaked out because she thought it was the kid that she was babysitting, but it wasn't. So then, like, that happened, and, okay, so now I'm gonna go to, like, now, like, stuff that's happened to me that I can remember clearly. So, me and my brother named the ghost because, one night, the little boy, we call him Charles. No, hold on. No, his name is Charlie, and his dad is Charles. I don't know if they're like related or anything. That's just what we called them. So my brother woke up in the middle of the night, and this is when he still lived here, and someone was jumping on on his feet, and then like the blankets got pulled off of him, and like all this other stuff just happened to him, and he got like scared because my brother's like he's a scaredy cat, you can call him that, and he is so scared like about everything. Like to this day, he won't walk in this house unless someone's here. Like it scares him that badly. So let me think about it. Okay, so I was in my room, and it was late at night, and like I woke up in the middle of the night to someone crawling in bed with me. Like you could see the blankets like rise, and then they were like, the shape of a body, and I freaked out. And then I took my parents, and then, they're laughing because like they know that we named the ghost, and they know that they're capable of that stuff. And it was really weird just because, I didn't think that it would, like, when my parents told me these stories, like, I believed them because, like, I knew, like, I had a feeling that, Charles and Charlie have lived here. And so that all happened. And then I had a friend over, and then she got scared and woke me up in the middle of the night, and she's like, there's a man standing in the corner of your bedroom. And I looked, and I'm like, oh, that's Charles. And I rolled over and went back to sleep. And she was so scared. To this day, she won't come back to my house. But we're not really friends right now, so I mean, that's another reason why. But she won't come because she's so scared. And then, oh yeah. Okay, so this one time I was coming home by myself, and I was like in maybe 7th grade. No, I was in 6th grade, I think. No, 5th grade. And I just got home from playing with a couple friends, and no one was home, so it was dark, and I looked up, and there was a light on in our house, and then the light, I looked up again, and all the lights were on, and then I saw shadows of a man talking to someone in my house. And, I was so young, I didn't want to go inside, but I wanted to figure out what was going on, so I ran upstairs, and then, I saw him, both of them, and I got so scared. So I ran back in the garage, and I hung out in the garage because, I was so young, I was so scared out of my mind, too. I didn't want to have anything to do with that. And then when I came home, I told my brother because, I didn't want to, scare him, but, I told him, and he's the one that gets scared easily, and he doesn't want to come to her house because he's scared of Charles and Charlie. I think that's it. I can't really think of any other times. Besides the time that I was laying in my room and I heard him run up and down the stairs. And then my cat, of course, you know, cats are going to freak out. And they're going to, you know, run in circles and their tail gets really puffy. And they just start meowing crazy. And they just go crazy in general. But other than that, I think that's about it. So I hope you guys like this story time, and I hope you guys do not think this is clickbait because, I mean, I could ask my brother, but I don't think he would want to get on video, and my cousin, I know she won't, like, answer any questions. Even to this day, like, she's married now, and she still won't talk about it. Like, we brought it up at her wedding, and she, like, got really white in the face. She was scared. Okay, so I hope you guys liked up. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And yeah, hope to see you in my next videos. Bye.